Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the digital version of Band Together to Fight Hunger. My name's David Vita. I've had the pleasure of being the announcer for the Band Together to Fight Hunger for the last 10 years. We're inviting you to join us for a digital edition of the event tonight. We all know that we've had to cancel some live events. One of those was our regular November 2020 Band Together to Fight Hunger. And while we plan on a big rollout next year when we come back out in 2021 with live performances on the field, right now this event may be digital, but the need to contribute to the Fredericksburg Regional Food Bank is real. So we're here to present some past performances and some present performances of our mass band, and to thank our sponsors and to honor these wonderful young men and women who give their artistic performances and their heart to benefit their community. We hope you enjoy it.
It's always really impressive to me to see the work of our community and to see the work of our students. Our students are pretty amazing humans. Hi, my name is Anna Marie Bellino, and I'm the facilitator of Fine and Performing Arts for Stafford County Public Schools. So when Doug first came to me with the idea of the event, I thought it was just a lot crazy, but in the most amazing way possible. The way that our band programs have asked the community for so much, right? In terms of helping us with donations and supporting our programs has been monumental. And for us to be able to have an opportunity to band together and help our greater community was something that just seemed the right thing to do and was just so exciting. We often cheer our fellow bandmates on at competitions, but to have a night where the competition is really put aside and the students just have the opportunity to see their performances and to really just celebrate the camaraderie that is being in marching band, celebrating the parents, but then at the same time being able to celebrate the community who really just appreciates the work that we do and the importance of music in our public schools was just a really wonderful thing to do. It also gives us an opportunity to bring together our not only our community members and our fans and our parents, but also our senior level leadership at the division office, our school board members, our board of supervisors. All of them have been so supportive of the event, and to see how they are just so eager to be on the field with us, celebrating the work of our students and also celebrating the contributions that our community is making to support colleagues, friends, families in the community. The event is not something that's run at the county level. The event is actually run through the band parents associations, and so we talk about friendly competition and whatnot, but the reality is that behind the scenes the band parents are the ones that have the heart. They're the heart behind the event, and then of course the directors are doing the artistic piece of it, right? They're ensuring that the students are prepared for the event, not only with their individual performances, but then also we have of course our mass band performance at the end of every Band Together, which is, I think, probably the most special part of the night beyond the check ceremony, is just having the chance to hear all, over 450 students playing together. It's pretty powerful to be on the podium with really fantastic high school musicians, and knowing that music is making it to the community and to the crowd, and that we're all making music together for the right reasons. Also, it's not just a high school event. The elementary, the middle schools also really help us to promote the event, and often you'll see in the stands, the middle school brings their entire band over on the school bus, right? And so it's not only an event for our high schools, but I think our middle schoolers and our elementary school students often come to the event and think, oh wow, one day that's gonna be me on that field or that stage, and I can contribute and give back to my community too. So we really pride ourselves on how we see the role of music being in students' lives, not only in high school, but in elementary and middle school, and finding that connection between how the work that they do in those classes and in those programs can also help to share their skills and share their talents in a greater way, and making an impact on the community or the school community or the greater community in general. I think one of the things that's special about Band Together is you never know where it's going to go next. So I don't think that when we ever started that we thought that this event was going to be as big as it is. At last count in 2019, I think we had raised 45,000 meals for the food bank that year, and we kind of blasted that goal out of the water that we had set. Each year we set a new goal, and we seem to just never have any problems meeting it because the community always puts their best foot forward and their heart right into the event and wants to give back. And so we've had expanded business partnerships. We've had, more donations of canned foods in our schools, in our government buildings. And so I think that, the sky really is the limit. I think one thing that I would love to see in the future is not so much the event in Stafford growing and growing. I mean, certainly, if we have a 6th high school student, we'll have another band and we'll have to fit them into the lineup. But I think that the work that we do in Stafford will kind of evolve organically and may include new business partnerships or filling up the second part of the stadium, right? We've never went to the back side of the stadium before, so we may have to put the bands back there at some point. I'm not sure. But what I'd really love to see is more of the programs in our state and in our country finding something that is special to them in their community, whether it's fighting food insecurity or it's collecting donations for homeless shelters or whatever it really is for them. And I'd love to see this kind of model begin to pop up in other school divisions across the state and across the country, because I think that if you've not met band parents and band students, they can pretty much move mountains. I think that's really the special part of Band Together is that it's that human element, right? It's really just about people helping people.
From the very beginning, this event has been about supporting the community by raising both food contributions and monetary contributions for the Fredericksburg Regional Food Bank. We really wanted the kids to have a total community approach to this and the greater good. The food bank actually benefits food pantries in all the counties in the outlying area: Stafford County, Spotsylvania County, King George County, City of Fredericksburg. And because of that, it benefits the entire Stafford County Public School community, with Stafford County Public Schools being made up of students, parents, extended family, teachers, and service workers. This really is a total community event.
The Fredericksburg Food Bank has been a blessing, and I thank God for it because it has provided not only my household with food, but my neighbor's household. So we just thank God for you all. We thank God for all the volunteer workers, and we just thank you for blessing us that we can now have food on our table. For this food bank distribution is very much needed, and we thank you for it. God bless all of you.
I am 72 years old. I have stage 4 lung cancer, and I'm on Social Security. And if it wasn't from the food bank, I wouldn't be able to make ends meet, because I barely make ends meet now anyway. But I really appreciate the food bank, and I thank y'all a lot.
This has been a tremendous help to my son, age 46 and mentally ill. He gets Social Security minimal amount. I have been recently, due to death of my ex-husband, been cut off of my half of income. So I am on a Social Security fixed income and very small pension. Getting food has helped in our hardship, and our place of residence is threatened. Thank you for having this service to the community. I hope it continues.
But I have a disability, and I have my daughter and 2 grandchildren living with me, and I'm retired, so the food bank has helped me tremendously, and without it, I don't know how I would make it from week to week. I feel blessed each time I come to the food bank, and they help me with some food for the week. Thank you. God bless you, and have a good day.
Hi, Hi, I'm Stephanie Sherrill, and I am the events coordinator for Fredericksburg Regional Food Bank. We are in our facility off Lee Hill Drive. This is our warehouse. This is the main floor where all of our partner agencies shop. We have 169 partners in our network. When your donations come in, we will bring it right in here to our bay, and we'll weigh it on one of these scales, issue your receipt, and then from there it goes directly into our sorting and quality assurance room. And there, our team of volunteers carefully goes through each product to assure that it is safe to be consumed, and then it'll be segmented in different categories. And then from those categories, we will build a pantry box that we will distribute to families. So people commonly ask, where do you get your food? What are you distributing? We get our food from food drives, donations, which are your pantry items, shelf-stable cans, cartons. We also work with most of the grocery store retailers all across Planning District 16, where we rescue food. And this can be bakery that we had a chance to look at, or produce, meat, cheese, milk, anything that you would have in your refrigerator as a grocery, chances are we're receiving it and we're able to distribute it out to the community as well. To your right here, you'll see some of the items that we distribute in addition to food. We partner with a lot of shelters, so this is something great to keep in mind. These are medicines and different household items that we're able to distribute. When you think about it, things that are extremely expensive for everybody are toothbrush, toothpaste, feminine products, deodorant. So we are able to rescue a lot of these items from our retailers, as well as wonderful donations. And we take that and we also distribute that to our partners in the community in addition to food. So COVID has disrupted everyone's life. We know that. And a lot of people have lost their jobs or have seen a reduction in hours, which has deeply impacted their income, which brings them to having to face some hard decisions. And our goal here at the food bank is we want to empower our neighbors in our community to not have to make those hard decisions. You shouldn't have to choose between food on the table and maybe gas in your car to get to that job, or paying your rent, or getting medicine for your sick child. We have the ability to support this very basic need, and with that, we want to empower you to make your situation better and to lift you up. There's so many ways that you can advocate on behalf of your neighbors who are facing hunger right now. Supporting this event is huge because we can take these dollars and they help support our programs and they help us purchase food. Because we have this warehouse and the capacity to buy wholesale, we're able to take those dollars and we're able to get so much more food than say you or I could from a grocery store. However, we can't overlook what a fantastic sale is. So if you ever see a super sale on tuna fish, I would definitely scoop some up and we'd be happy to help get that out.
So just a little bit about the history of this event. So over the last 9 years, this event has raised both goods and funding for over 200,000 meals for the Fredericksburg Regional Food Bank and over 300,000 pounds of food. So it's been extremely effective. And as we said, right now the event is virtual, but the need is real. So please think about contributing tonight.
Hi, I'm Dan Mayer, President and CEO of the Fredericksburg Regional Food Bank. I want to thank all the bands for participating in the Band Together to Fight Hunger contest. I think it's a wonderful initiative that is going on in the community, and I appreciate all the students and the band leaders and band families for the support you're giving to hunger within our community. Certainly, you may not be aware that your impact tonight, apart from the fun of your contest, is going to help more than 1 in 10 people and 1 in 6 children in our community who are affected by hunger. So as you enjoy this contest, thank you so much for what you're doing to make sure that those who are in need are fed. play on, and be strong.
The band students that you're going to see, which includes our instrumentalists, our color guards, our twirlers, and then of course their directors, have worked very hard. Each year in the Band Together to Fight Hunger has built upon the previous year. So a way to think of it is the students are truly standing on the shoulders of giants. They work hard in band and they develop artistically, creatively, their motor skills, their coordination. So it's really a multi-dimensional approach. We've had over 3,600 students involved with the Band Together to Fight Hunger and over 500 parent volunteers involved with this event. It really has served as a way to cohesively bring them together and have students realize that there's a whole way of thinking that goes beyond what they do in their band program, where they can come together and the synergy of all these programs can benefit the greater good, and it just makes them more of a global citizen.
And that's actually true. Like, I don't think the season's over until we do band together. So this year felt a little weird with band together being all the way at the end of March.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Cynthia Moorfield, and I'm drum major at Brook Point High School.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Miller. I'm the director of bands at Brook Point High School.
So my first band together that I ever went to was in 6th grade, and our middle school band director would take all of us there. And I know for at least me and a lot of my other classmates were all like, that is what we want to do. And so it kind of like sparked that fire in us. And so as we grew up, we went back every single year, and our older, friends and stuff, they would move on to the marching band. And it's like, oh, we get to cheer on like people we know now. And so then, we eventually got there. And so band together, my first time performing it, at least, it was kind of like a full circle moment, because I've been watching all of these musicians for 3 years. And it's like, okay, now I get to be like a part of this. And then all of our younger friends that were still like at the middle school level, we get to see that excitement on their faces too. And so it built like this whole entire community. There's always a moment of like excitement surrounding the event, as far as everyone being like, okay, this is like our last show that we get to do. And being able to see also all of the other bands perform, instead of watching them like at football games and competitions where like there's that little underlying bit of competition still there, it's more of everyone being able to come together as a community, and we get to sit with the other bands, say hi, when we haven't necessarily had the opportunity to do that. And so just the whole excitement of the event really keeps everyone going. It definitely is really exciting as far as being able to be part of the pioneering people of it, and being able to foster that community around music, but also to support our entire community as a whole.
Each year, we look forward to performing and, contributing to Band Together to Fight Hunger. My students actually have always thought that the year doesn't actually end until Band Together has come and gone. We've, attended it, saw lots of friendships, new friendships, old friendships, seeing the growth from each marching band show. And also seeing them in a completely different context than football games and competitions. So it's just a really nice way that we at Brook Point kind of cap off our year. And that's more officially when the marching band season is done for us.
The Band Together community would like to thank Dr. Attreed for her generous donation of $500.
The process of marching band in Colonial Forge is intense. It's pretty intense, but it's some of the most fun you'll have. Practicing takes a lot of time, but it's very worth it.
Hi, my name is Catherine Chown, and I'm one of the 2 drum majors at Colonial Forge High School. Hi, my name is William Anderson, and I am the percussion section leader.
My name is Emily Torlizzi, and I'm the woodwind captain.
Hi, my name is Alex Hardy. I'm the brass captain at Colonial Forge.
Hello, my name is Robert Gillette, and I'm the band director here at Colonial Forge High School.
My first band together was really interesting because it was the first chance I got to really interact with the other bands. Because during football games, we mostly just stayed on our side of the stands versus their side of the stands. We didn't really mingle all that much.
Ooh, in a word, it's kind of terrifying. I came from out of state, and I know I heard a lot about this band before getting into it, how kind of competitive but very also fun it was. And I was so surprised just how great it was when I got here.
Gosh, freshman year me wasn't very good at anything in marching band. I was just happy to be, included. And I think band together, the first time was really fun just because, I got to see all my friends from middle school who were doing marching band at other schools who I hadn't had a chance to see. So it was just really fun.
Hastily, honestly, but because Stafford has a really good environment for musicians, it comes together really, really fast, and everybody in that rehearsal is super friendly. It's fun.
I think that for this performance, it would be a lot more about connecting with the other bands and making friends and having fun, because once this is over, it's a clean slate, and it's the next year because this is our last performance. So really it's about making the memories that last for this year as opposed to getting that score. Yeah, it is the end of our season, and it's also our most fun performance because it's the most laid back, and we don't have to worry, about being scored or anything, and it's just we're performing for ourselves and for our fellow band people.
Well, a lot of times the Friday night performances are practices for Bogota, and we're actually putting our all into it. But for band together, it's the end of our season. A lot of times we just take time to goof off, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot less pressure.
The band together night for us is, on a performance perspective, is the last thing that we really, the last time we play our show, or our halftime show. It's the last performance of that. It's a great way to end the season, and it's also a lot of fun for the kids and myself to just relax and watch all the county band from a audience standpoint. Typically, we're at if we ever do get to see them, we're behind them in the back. So it's nice to be able to sit in the front and actually see their shows from that perspective.
It's really cool because band together is such a huge thing, especially in this area, and we're able to reach so many people and just help so many people. So it's really cool that we were able to kind of start that. I think that knowing that this has impacted and started to become something in lots of other areas, it's really kind of sparks pride because it makes such a big impact on your community, and it's so important to people in need, and knowing that we are part of the founders is really cool.
After you've worked for so long, that kind of really laid back attitude is a total relief. And not only that, but it's also helping a lot of people as opposed to, going to JMU to perform. That doesn't do much for anyone but ourselves, but actually helping the community is really cool.
I've had people ask before how I came to be the voice of the Band Together to Fight Hunger event. In the inception of this event, I was the drum instructor at Mountain View High School, still am, working with Doug Armstrong, who was at that time the director. Of course, Doug had talked to other directors and our first committee for the Band Together to Fight Hunger so that we could all really make this a truly special event. So let's take a minute and hear from Doug Armstrong.
My name is Doug Armstrong. I'm formerly the band director at Mountain View High School. currently working as the music teacher at Middlesex High School. Band Together came from actually a long time ago. I was at Brook Point High School before Mountain View opened, and just over the years I kept thinking, as we were out fundraising, I thought we really needed to do more to for the kids to understand how to give back to the community. I think I really had the title before anything else. I thought, what a banding together. I wanted to get the bands to come together and do something together within the county. I mulled it over for several years, really, and it wasn't until, I guess, a few years into my time at Mountain View that I actually mentioned the idea to band parents, and it took off from there.
Band Together all started for me on a bus ride. I don't remember the performance I was chaperoning, but what I remember is getting into a conversation with Doug Armstrong. It centered around a dream that he cherished and I would ultimately share. Doug had the marvelous idea that we could work together with our Stafford sister schools, with our directors, parents, and students in a non-competitive event. I was on board from the get-go, and I knew our parents would support the effort too. We would share ownership with other Stafford band parents in hopes that our own excitement would bleed over.
And I kind of threw out the idea, and I said it really has multiple layers, because I wanted the kids to learn to give back. I wanted to do something for the community, and wanting to help with food insecurity in our area. And so I kind of explained all that, and I think Julie captured it right away. I mean, I could tell just from that first conversation she was really excited by the idea.
For us parents, this was an event where we could do more than chaperone. This was an event that we could build from the ground up and hit all the high notes. Band Together 2011 was as fun for us as for our band students. That first year we had big dreams, but we would soon realize that the reality would far exceed any initial expectations. Doug had expressed the desire to work with the Fredericksburg Area Food Bank, so I pitched our idea to Dana Klein. She was the major gifts and marketing coordinator at the time. We had this crazy idea that high school kids could lead the way for our community in selfless giving and give back.
And so we began batting around ideas and brainstorming, and then brought a few other parents in and started brainstorming, and everybody that we talked to just got really excited at the prospect.
We hoped that local citizens would also rally around and support. We were not disappointed. Event night arrived on November 3rd, and it was cold at 7 p.m. Each school's band parent president welcomed guests at the gate. Admission was just one can of food, but people went overboard in their generosity. Our top seller was hot chocolate and hand warmers. I think I earned about 25,000 steps on my Fitbit running up and down the bleachers. We truly felt on a high as a community band family. Our collection crew worked hard, packing more pallets of food than I had ever personally imagined. At the end of the event, the entire evening proved to be total victory. 6 pallets loaded with 61 boxes, 3,800 pounds of food, along with $1,000 in cash donations, plus $800 from concession sales, made its way down to the Fredericksburg Area Food Bank to be utilized right on the front lines of hunger relief.
In those early years, I did kind of go out and brag about it a little bit and talk about what a great thing that the Stafford community was doing, how we had all come together like that and doing it for the benefit. And our member Spotsylvania picking up on it pretty quickly.
The event has continued to grow, mature, and now has become a major Fredericksburg Area Food Bank donation event. Each year added some new twist of excitement, from the U.S. Marine Drum and Bugle Corps in feature to guest conductors, corporate sponsorships whose giant checks line the field. Band Together leadership have never remained satisfied by the status quo. Even COVID couldn't bring us down with this year's virtual event. Band Together truly embodies the concept of collective effort. It models to our students that the synchronicity and personal responsibility they experience during marching band performances applies to all of life and community. In all nights, just like that first night, we're better and we're more beautiful together.
So to me, it's it's just really exciting to know not only that the Stafford County Band Together has been going for 10 years. I have to say that probably out of my career, that's probably a real highlight for me. Maybe the highlight, as far as being able to look back and smile and be just really happy that something like that is not only that we got it to happen in the first place, but that it's enduring, that it's continuing to give back to that community. To me, that's just a great source of satisfaction and pride.
The Band Together community would like to thank Simventions for their generous donation of $500.
I always look forward to Band Together. It never feels like a chore or a routine. I truly do enjoy performing just for the sake of performing because it makes us happy. And I also love presenting the checks. One year I got to present the check for just for a donation to the Fredericksburg Regional Food Bank, and that was a very good memory, and I just love the entire experience and meeting all the new people. Hello, my name is Brooke Chambliss, and I'm the drum major of the Mountain View Marching Band.
Hi, my name is Owen Olagun, and I'm the brass captain for the Mountain View Marching Band.
Hi, my name is Alexandra Britton. I'm the woodwind captain of the Mountain View Marching Band.
Gene Welch, band director at Mountain View High School.
I had never done anything like it before. It was a very new event for me. It was the first performance we had that was non-competitive or non-evaluative. It was simply just to have fun and make some art. And it was really nice seeing all the rest of the marching bands and seeing what their cultures and traditions were, because you got to talk with them in the stands and watch their performances. It was a very nice experience as a freshman.
Well, my first Band Together, I actually had basketball tryouts, so I had to leave early and run down here, and then I came down to the stadium, and that was really exciting in itself because I had to try to change my mindset a bit and get ready to perform. So the most exciting part was definitely just being there, like being able to be there.
It was really exciting because it was the end of the competitive season, so everybody got to just go out and watch all the other bands perform, just to perform for the community and not have to worry about any competitions or ratings or scores. You just got to appreciate the music for what it was.
So Band Together falls at the end of our season and kind of in many ways serves as the pinnacle, the high point for our students. They've come off of several high-level performances in a competitive format, and this gives them an opportunity to showcase their skills and their talents in an artistic format, to show their friends, their families in the community how hard they've worked and present their work at a very, very high level in a way that is very, very rewarding to them.
Me personally, how I treat my performance at Band Together rather than anything else. During the competitions, it's more performing to get a good competitive score, obviously. But at Band Together, you're performing for a bigger cause. You're performing to entertain all these people that have come to see you and all these other schools just for the sole reason of giving back to the community.
Just the coming together as a community. Honestly, the feeling, the energy, I know it sounds cliche, but it truly is. Like, when we advertised this event, I was like, I don't know how many people are gonna come. And then you perform and it's a packed stadium. And it just surprises you, like how much support you have from a community.
Well, Band Together is mostly for the community and for just giving back to the community. And Voboda is more about us as a group. So it's kind of more focused on just giving back to the community and performing and showcasing our abilities rather than worrying about our personal performances.
I honestly feel honored to be a part of something that big, knowing that it's helping so many people all over the area who need this food and the money to be well fed. I think it's great that all these schools and all these families come here to gather just to do that, help all these people that need it.
So since Band Together has been established, it has been a focal point for our band program. It's something that we target every year, not only as a performance, but as a way of giving back to a community that's very, very supportive of us, financially, emotionally, musically. And so for us to be able to feel that our performance is a way of giving back to that community, to see our students light up when they see folks that haven't seen them perform or that are there just to see them, it makes a big difference. It's a very unique performance for us, and it's very rewarding to see how the kids feel about it and how the community supports it.
The Band Together community would like to thank KBI Music Shop for their generous donation of $1,000.
It's more of a family gathering. All of the high schools merge into one big group at the end to play the national anthem, and that is what really puts it off from every other football game. And that's really special to me, considering I've been around many parts of the band. So it's just everyone, they might not know each other, but it's all, we're all one big family.
Hello, my name is Emily Rhodes, and I am the color guard captain.
Hello, my name is Morgan Mallory, and I am the drum major at Big Blue Marching Band.
Hi, my name is Elohir Servin. I am the band captain and sousaphone section leader here at North Stafford High School.
Hello, my name is Chris Mallory, and I am the band director here at North Stafford High School.
My first band together was 3 years ago for my freshman year, and it was very scary at first because I never really performed too much before, but all the other guard members said that this was the fun performance of the season. You just let loose and have fun, and so that's kind of what I did, and it was a great experience hearing all of the other bands cheering for us because they knew how hard it was to work on a show, and it was just a great time.
When I got there, I heard my name being called multiple times, so I knew that there were family there. But for me, Band Together was a really, emotional event for me because it was my first Band Together, but I had a really good time.
There was one Band Together where we changed the ending just for Band Together. We wouldn't have done that for Viboda because it wasn't professional or anything, but we knew that for Band Together, all the other guards, all the other bands would get a kick out of it, they'd love it. And so we kind of took a more relaxed view and we changed the choreo a little bit just to have a more fun performance.
Yes, I would love to do our best, but I know that all the other bands are just having fun. It's a much more relaxing environment. We know that no one will judge. We'll all just cheer each other on no matter how the performance goes.
I like marching for my community because, for one, I really love music, but for the community, I just really like, teaching kids how to play their instrument, how to teach them from what I've been taught. Even during Band Together, it's just the community playing for everybody, and we just get together, we cheer each other on to see how hard we worked on our shows.
It feels kind of nice knowing that the performances we put on, really nice to know that we are helping people who need help because poverty is a big issue in the country. And so it just feels really great knowing that our silly performances we put on at Band Together help people get food.
I'm honored to be a part of this program and what it offers. It's an honor to actually be able to help people in need who don't have food, and I really enjoy doing it.
It's basically, not a competition. Band Together is not a competition. We don't say, hey, we're better than you, none of that. It's, hey, good job for what you're doing. What we're doing is a good thing.
It is at the end of the year, but I think it's great that it's at the end of it's not at the end of the year, it's at the end of the band season. And it's just a great ending to it. It's a fantastic opportunity for us to give back to the community. This is such an important thing to do to help provide food for those in need. But trying to get people, it's actually one of the easiest things for me to do to get them excited for this, because they're excited to play for their peers. They're excited to play for the community, and they're incredibly excited to give back to the community in the way that we can.
It's a very calming and exciting experience for everybody. We get to help many people in need, and it just brings joy to everyone to be able to do this fundraiser for fun and be willing to do it, because band kids are just amazing in general. So we all just come together as one big family, and it's really nice.
Band Together to Fight Hunger is a wonderful opportunity for all 5 Stafford County public high schools to work as one and provide meals for our local community. This is an important event and one we are proud to participate in annually. As a reminder, donation bins are available in all of our schools, as well as several locations in the community. Thank you for supporting our school community, and enjoy the show.
I love being a part of as the original Band Together. It's so awesome. I've heard about it since I was in middle school. I've gone multiple times. I love seeing the bands perform, and it's so cool to me to think that music isn't just for entertainment, but it can also help other people.
Hello, my name's Alex Kennedy, and I'm a drum major at Stafford High School.
Hi, my name's Erin Wallace. I am a drum major at Stafford High School.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Wilson, and I'm woodwind captain at Stafford High School.
Hi, my name is Eddie Steenstra. I'm the director of bands at Stafford High School.
Going into Band Together, there's a lot of energy that you put into all your competitions, and so you think that energy would be out. But going to Band Together, that's pretty much your last performance. It's your last hurrah. It's the last time you've got to give your show to people. And it's not about having a technically perfect show. It's just about going out and having fun. So it's a lot less stressful, and it almost gives you more energy.
It was nerve-wracking at first, because especially as a freshman, every performance I really had was pretty nerve-wracking. And there was lots of people there too. And so I kind of got that anxious feeling of performing. But it was fun. Once I got out there and I started performing, I started having a good time, and I got to know other people from other bands too really well too.
For Viboda, we're really thinking about every single set, every single step, every single note, and is this perfect? Is this kind of almost like a concert, But for this, it's more just I don't know, wow factor. It's more about having a fun show than having a technically perfect show. So it's just a totally different mindset.
It's great, especially with the other bands too, because usually when all the other bands are here with us, we see each other during the competition season. Rather A, we're competing against each other, or B, we're kind of in this competition mindset. But we get a chance to get together and have fun and perform for each other without worrying about having to score well or anything. It's just a fun experience.
It's really awesome when we all get to kind of crowd together and play that one big piece right at the end with each other. You get to see people you haven't seen except for maybe at that one event or at all district or whatever. All the drum majors get together, and we usually have a really awesome guest conductor. So it's just kind of interesting to see what that big of a band can sound like too.
I love ending the season with Band Together. It's great to see everybody throughout the county and get together in a non-competitive environment and just enjoy each other's shows and enjoy all the work that the students have put in throughout the season. And do it for a great cause.
The highlight of this event are the combined bands of Stafford County playing as one grand marching band. Thank you for joining us for this digital edition of the Band Together to Fight Hunger. We really urge you to donate. As we said from the very beginning, the need is real. We're looking forward to being back next year in a big way, but right now, here and now, we all need to do our part. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out to support